Hey everyone, so it looks like it's going to be an absolute beautiful day today, so I'm excited to get a lot of my chores done and a lot of things that I've been wanting to do around the ranch right here today. So this morning I already did my barn chores and cleaned everything, got the water situated, strained out, and I actually already dragged because it rained last night, so it was a perfect time to just drag, get all that nice wet loose dirt up so that I can maybe drag it again later. I'll go ahead and show you my arena here soon, but you'll see that it's a little bit hard, it has some rocks in it and stuff like that. So first thing I'm going to do now is go collect all the obvious big stones in the arena. This way I can ride later, and it's going to protect Cory's feet right now. That way he doesn't get any stone bruises and could potentially damage his feet and the sole of his foot. So it's important for me to always be checking for hard rocks. I've also noticed sometimes the nails come up through the dirt over time when they're old from the rain and erosion. So sometimes it's good just to always make sure that there's no nails, no big rocks, or no weird pieces of wire or anything like that. Maybe the dog carried something in or whatever. You never know. But it's always a good thing to check the arena, make sure their feet are good, so there's nothing that can hurt them. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bucket and go collect all of the big old rocks over here. You can see that I just dragged with the tractor right there. Still all wet, kind of still compacts, kind of weird and whatnot, pretty hard, but you can see that there's pieces of wood chunks right there, some rocks. Weird piece. Spark. So just weird things like this that they can step on and really hurt themselves as they go around the arena, especially if they're cantering or kind of doing anything that's really hard on their feet. Cory usually has shoes right now, but he actually pulled the front two off. So it's really important for me to pick all these rocks up, especially because he has no front shoes on. Alright, we'll get to it.
I wish that I was just a clown.
I got about halfway of the arena, probably stopped right about here, but already gotten almost a full bucket of rocks and weird crud in the arena. Mostly just weird pieces of wood. Dump out all of this kind of rocks and twigs and whatnot and onto the ground outside of the horse area, just so we can kind of see what we have out here. So I'll probably end up doing this, like, honestly, maybe 3 or 4 more times after I drag each time, because look at all these rocks. Weird pieces like big old bark, which is normal because there's trees everywhere. Weird sticks with pointy ends like that can also, hurt their hoof. Weird red lava rocks that, I don't know, they just kind of come up through the dirt, or, sometimes with the water rushing down, they kind of get carried into the arena. So, it's always just important for us to just be checking. Even rocks that are small, but they have sharp hooks. Let's see if I can see that better. Yeah, sharp hooks like that can really just kind of jam its way up into the frog. Like this wood that I may have missed, may have came back up when I went into a different piece of dirt. So I'll throw them out. Go ahead and pick up rocks like this. Just something that's really big and sharp that again can go ahead and hurt Cory's foot. So I want to take all them pieces out. More wood. That's about it. Other than that, it looks pretty great. Again, pretty soft. What do you think, Gun? So we'll go ahead and go get Cory. They just came up. It's pretty hot out. The flies are bugging them, so we'll go ahead. So I went ahead and just caught Cory and Cody both, and Cory's itching. But I'm gonna go ahead and tack them up, get them brushed off, fly spray them. The bugs are kind of getting after them today, pretty hard. Cody, not so bad. I don't know why they want Cory more than they do Cody. But we have the big old deer flies that are out here, so they're just all over them. So I'm gonna go ahead and fly spray them off, and we'll go ahead and just brush them. Deer flies look like. They're these things here, and they actually bite down so hard that they draw blood. They're the little deer flies. They're just getting all over Cory, and poor thing, he got them all under his fly sheet, so he's all these big old welts right there. Wipes him with some white goopy white swat. It's good for fly repellent ointment all over these bug bites. It's good for cuts, abrasions, everything like that. So it's really just good for kind of all around scratches and antibiotic wise. So I went ahead and covered all of this with that, and then that was about it. So it's not like an allergic reaction or anything like that to fly spray. It's more just bug bites. They're kind of all around just kind of weird. I think they're getting trapped up into his fly sheet and then biting him and then leaving all these marks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue putting fly spray on them, go change my boots, and get on him and just ride him bareback, I think, because he has a couple bites under his belly right here, right where the girth would go. One other thing is that the reason why I picked up all of the rocks was because of Cory's front feet. He has no shoes. So you can see here's his frog right here where my thumb is, and this where my thumb is rubbing is the sole of his foot. So I don't want any kind of big rocks or anything like that to hit the sole of his feet right here, or get lodged right in this little wedge where my hand is, where that piece of grass is. No rocks in there. So I'll show you his back ones, because his back feet have shoes. He just pulled the front ones off. This is his back foot, so they just have shoes on. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and ride. And hopped off Cory because the flies were attacking us, like 6 or 7, like just swarming us, just all around us. So I went ahead and hopped off, and I'm gonna go ahead and give them some alfalfa cubes as a little bit of treat, and I give them some hay inside so that they can kind of get away from the flies and the heat and stuff like that, because they're sweating under their fly sheets because it's pretty hot and humid. So I'll usually just give them a couple of these. Usually you can soak them so that it's not much of a choking hazard. But Cory really likes to eat them kind of dry, so he's kind of a cube eater, huh, Cory? He says yes, a cube eater. So I'll go ahead and just give him some of these, and then, you know, as a reward, let them be today. But hopefully you guys can see why I dragged a couple times and picked out the rocks in my arena. Sorry for the noise, my neighbor's mowing. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but so I just picked out all the rocks and whatnot, and so it kind of protected him from his feet. He's pretty happy, so looks like the rock picking up was a success today, and hopefully I can get some more chores done tomorrow. I want to go ahead and fully hook up the drag, tie it down, make sure it's nice and secured. We'll be putting in these hay feeders and whatnot, and doing a little bit of work inside the tack room, feed room, and this hallway. So, all right, we'll go ahead and see you next time. Woo!